I think we are live. Are we live?
You think we're live?
Are we rolling?
We're live.
Are we rolling? Oh, we're rolling.
I don't think we're live.
I got a notification saying we're live.
Well, it says that we are, but it also doesn't. There it says we are.
There it says we are. It says that we are, but it also doesn't say that we are. Okay, I hate fucking Roku. I have a Roku, you know this, I have a Roku TV. But like sometimes when like, especially if you're watching cable, a movie will come on and it'll be like, watch this movie from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a fucking game broadcasting onto YouTube. And it pops up with, watch this movie from the beginning. I don't know what fucking movie it thinks I'm watching. Anyway.
Watch it from the beginning.
Anyway. Here is the beginning. Plot. Explanation between inFAMOUS 2 and this. This takes place 7 years later. A small group of humans called conduits emerged 7 years ago, each with the ability to manipulate and even weaponize a unique form of matter. The DUP, Department of Unified Protection, was formed to hunt down and indefinitely detain all conduits or bioterrorists to protect population. Now believe that bioterrorists have been successfully captured and locked away. DUP is being phased out, military assuming oversight of all their terrorists. Today, the first transport from the DUP to the military is taking place. But it will never arrive. That's what it says.
Oh, I see that.
And no, we are not on this transport truck.
Yeah, I'm so like... You can tell that I'm going through like 3 different things to get to this audio. My voice-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's a little weird. Even more so than normal on old streams. Because we're not together. And...
Social distancing.
What?
Social distancing.
Oh, yeah, social distancing. But also because my old Bluetooth headphones are being dinged. So I have to get my phone plugged in so it won't die. So that I'm talking through a Bluetooth speaker. Which is not a great way to do that.
I love this part right here.
You really do. You loved it when I saw you first play it too. But you know, this whole audio would be so much easier if Darren over here would just download Discord.
I have Discord. You know I have Discord.
Oh, frick, you have Discord now. I forgot to add it now because of Raptor.
Yeah.
Bro, this could be so much easier.
Do you want to hang up in the middle of this?
I mean, it'd be set up on your part too.
Well, I just mean, I'm not really doing much right now, and there's definitely no plot happening right now.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, because then I could do it through my laptop, and I could go get the mic.
That's true. Andrew has the good old-fashioned, old reliable, as we like to call it, even though it wasn't very reliable.
Hey,
oh, well, I'm more meant to put on mic, but I could also just use the mic in my...
Think, Dawson, think.
That's true.
That'd probably be better.
Party at the Longhouse.
Okay.
Get there, mingle, establish an alibi.
Think.
I'm a goddamn criminal mastermind.
Am I even friends with you on Discord? No, I'm not.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure the only friend on Discord is Rage Raptor.
We never had a need.
I mean, we never really had a reason to.
That's literally what I just said.
Oh.
Who's out there?
I just never had a need.
It's just me, Betty.
God,
Did you put the stapler down? Seriously.
What's your
Good old
name?
Betty. We love
Why
Betty.
aren't you at the big
Betty
to-do
is
at the
great.
Longhouse?
Yeah, I just
She
didn't
will kill
feel
you
all
with
that
her
accomplished.
Oh, yeah, Betty.
You look amazing. It looks great on you.
What were you
Andrew
doing up on the roof? Hmm?
What's your Discordy taggy?
Were you up
is
to mischief?
like Blarp Gaming.
Come on, I know you're in there. So just come on out.
There it is.
Or I'll call Betty and she'll be here in 5 minutes with the key.
What's new? I don't give
Okay,
a
well, come on, seriously, what are you gonna do here?
Well, I have no choice. 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Do you need the number too?
Yes. So
So
does Blarp Gaming all one word?
This is the
no,
last
Blarp
time.
_ gaming.
Okay.
I have to go back to my office. Apparently, I'm getting a phone call.
The number.
The number. Fuck it. People can follow us on Discord. The number is 5796.
You could have just texted it to me, realized.
Well, because I was gonna just turn the mic volume down. But I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Well, hey, if you want to follow Blarp Gaming on Discord,
How to find a way out of here.
do it.
Do it.
It'd be dope to talk to us.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah. Fuck
Whoever
it
is
time.
out there.
And now the easy part. Get to the longhouse, set up an alibi.
And an accept. Yes, use the microphone. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you, bro. It's not great, but I can hear you.
Out of my
Is
way.
it not great? I
Oh,
can try
that's a
myself.
lot better.
Just suddenly got a lot better?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn you down a little bit there, boy. Well, now I can't hear anything.
Ah, gold crap.
Boyo?
Halfway there.
Andrew? We went from kind shitty to really great to nothing. The life of a YouTuber. That's the story of a YouTuber dying out. Or of a channel dying out, rather. Just... we started off
Oh,
kind
gosh.
of... Oh, hi!
Okay, Darren, talk.
Ah,
Okay.
why can I not... There we go.
Okay, this is gonna get somewhat confusing though, because I'm hearing everything like 3 times.
What the fuck?
Shoo, shoo! Shoot, get out of here.
But you know, we'll figure this out.
Yeah,
Figure this out.
we always seem to.
Most trouble right now is me hearing you.
Love that camera angle. The camera angle of me jumping.
Why do I have TikTok
Look down,
songs
look down,
stuck
look
in my
down.
head?
I don't know. Dude,
Oh, figure it out.
I know we like haven't talked too much lately,
And the plan is working.
Yeah.
but dude, yesterday, well, I guess technically like 2 days ago
Hey,
now,
man. I've been looking
was
like
just
forever for you. We should
filled
probably just get inside.
with
Any
luck.
idea how embarrassing it is for me to keep arresting my own brother
Let's go
over
with luck?
and over
Yes.
and over again?
Maybe you should
How's
stop
that?
arresting
Like,
your
it
brother
was kind of a
over
shitty
and
day
over
because
and
I
over
wasn't really
This is a
feeling
joke?
well.
No, I
Is this
don't.
how you want to
Yeah.
leave your
It
mark
was
on the
filled
world,
with
huh?
luck
You think this will
because
make our parents proud?
that was the
Misdemeanor
day that I had
vandalism?
my interview for camp counseling,
While I'm out there actually trying
Okay.
to assert my
You're
talent.
trying
which
to
I
assert
found
your talent. I mean,
at
what the hell
3
are
o'clock
we
in the
doing
morning
this
or
way?
later.
Why don't you just let me be who I am?
Right.
Found and
Okay.
signed up
You're
for
listen, I
for
listen.
later that exact
Really?
day.
Because I don't seem to get it.
Okay, yeah, because half the emails you sent to Blark Gaming.
Yeah, I don't understand why, because I applied with Darren Simpson with my email.
Yeah. Well, because Google will just switch over when you have multiple accounts on the same device. It'll randomly switch over the stupidest.
But why does that mean that they send
I'm
it
going
to
after
the
those
different
two.
one?
You stay back. That thing's gonna blow.
Stay away
Well,
from
because
the
it might have switched
exploding
over
thing.
and you
Got it.
No,
Really?
like, I put in my email. I
Oh.
didn't email them, I typed in my email.
That I have no idea. Yeah, that's why you find a bunch of random Google searches on the blurb.
Yeah, like that I understand. Because
Yeah,
it'll,
because
Thanks, man.
it'll either switch or
I
just stay
upload
there.
from Opera, and then it always wants to keep me on Blark even when I switch it.
Just
Yeah.
let him go and keep your
And
hands
then I do my homework and stuff on Opera, so when I look stuff up for homework, it's like, hey, you're on Blark, and I'm like, okay, Darren, we'll see the kind of crap that I have to look up.
Well, because the only reason that I noticed it is because I was doing it.
Yeah.
Because I was looking up just some random stuff, and something else popped down, and I was like, I don't remember looking at that. And then noticed it
Yeah.
was
And
Blark.
then you read what it was.
I read what it was, but I don't remember
Tech
now.
jargon.
No, it was whatever I sent you on Snapchat like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember the time you said. I thought it was some kind of tech jargon.
Probably. But like, still
Oh,
kind of
what about
understandable.
printers?
Reg?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I was looking stuff up for the CT lab.
I gotta find Reggie. The hell was that? What the hell?
Sorry, I'm getting into the game now.
You're fine. Please get in the
What's
game.
happening to me?
But, so I found
no!
that... I found the email telling me to
Stop
sign
it!
up for it 5 hours
Yeah.
before the interview that I was signing up for.
What's going on?
Wonderful.
Because I remember
Oh my
looking
God.
over
Oh my god.
and just
Make it
being like,
stop!
damn. I have an
Reg?
interview in 5
Reg, I
hours
really
now
need you!
that I didn't know about
What's
until
going
5
on?
minutes ago.
Nice.
Reggie!
But so that went really well. Also, I'm gonna turn this down.
You couldn't turn what down?
The volumes.
Oh, okay.
And subtitles are good. Brightness is good. Okay. But then I'm
Reggie!
just chilling, you know, back home and whatnot.
Okay.
Nelson,
Jay chillin', Jay
Gotta
chillin'.
get that thing off me.
And
you used to
I get a
Gotta get you
notification
Okay.
on
Okay, just tell me
both
twice.
Canvas and my school email
Okay.
from my finance teacher
No, no.
saying that the test is now due until midnight.
Reggie, I can't stop.
Get it done.
It's okay.
There are
You're okay.
no extensions after this
Nice.
to the entire class.
I'm one of them, man. I'm one of them.
The test that I didn't know about
You were mine, bro. All right.
was originally due at 5.
Oh,
It's gonna pass.
wonderful.
I got this email.
You should really know about things.
With me?
Right?
Okay, get out there. There is a bioterrorist. We gotta stop.
I feel like most of your problems are just not knowing about things.
I mean, yeah. But
All right.
I got that email at 6:30.
Let's go.
So if he hadn't decided to extend it to midnight,
You would have just been screwed.
yeah,
Tricks.
I would have been
Wonderful.
screwed and didn't know it.
Get to you back there. If I hadn't,
Just promise me you won't do that.
Man, this is so weird because every once in a while I'll still get a little confused and I'll just like hear myself with the feedback. And my brain will just kind of be like, oh, I'm talking. Wait, I'm talking?
man, the latch. is-
I'll be like, wait, idiot.
How the hell did he get through? I think he ran through.
Nelson's a bioterrorist too.
There we go.
Wait, he's not.
Oh yeah, good times. I mean, I want to turn me down a little bit more because honestly, I'm kind of louder at you than you at this point.
Vince,
Yeah, true. I'll
good to know.
turn you down. Not that much down. There we go. Well,
I love how
you know when you
What?
hold the volume button and
Wow.
it'll
That
take it down like one notch, 5 notches.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Where are you?
That's why I never hold the volume button down.
What were you saying?
Um,
You love how...
oh, I love how you just kind of go through vents and crap with your hair.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
just
'cause-
casual.
Well, because that's the thing, right? Your power isn't fire,
Wanna spoil the
it's
surprise.
smoke.
Yeah.
Almost there,
And
Betty.
so you still set things on fire.
I'm trying to help you, lady.
Which is interesting, because smoke doesn't set things.
I know.
I was just trying to create a diversion.
But like, because he created this fire just with his smoke.
Right.
Conduit?
Nah, the most he can do is make someone slowly die from smoke inhalation.
Good, I'm going.
Right?
Not until you fix this first.
Be like the poison mist guy in season 1 of Flash.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot.
I've spent most of my life
What?
behind bars. It's easy enough
I
to bust
vaguely
out.
remember that guy, but I
You
can't
just gotta wait for
pinpoint.
that golden opportunity.
Yeah, no, he was season 1 and then pretty much never heard from
Got my
again.
powers?
Yeah, because he was like one of the very first
Yeah.
ones they...
I think he was actually the first one that they put in the pipeline,
Yeah. They got a special
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. So like episode
They
3.
figured that out, because they were like, oh, we need something better to contain these people.
Right, because they were like, how are we
How
gonna
do you-
contain mist?
wash us. He
Yeah.
goddamn asses. That's no way for a man to live.
Oh, and they...
No
Yeah.
way.
I'm remembering more.
They had this red-headed bitch there. Really into needles and scalpels. She called what she did to
But
me
yeah,
terror.
this, like,
But if you're
I'm
enough
sure I
guy,
told you about this when we were still at Ball
you gotta be
State,
patient.
but
Sooner or later they'll screw up.
my biggest problem with this,
They
I
always
think,
do.
besides
You maybe see something,
drawing the story
hear
away from
something,
Cole and pretty much
learn things you
never
weren't supposed to know.
talking about him at all,
So when that
Yeah.
bitch put the three of us
is-
in that wagon, I knew what was coming.
that it just seems
A
short.
golden opportunity.
Oh, yeah. You did talk about that a lot. You're like, it's not long enough.
Because it's not, like, the first Infamous, the first time I played it, I don't want to say it felt too long, but it felt, like, decently long.
Yeah.
And then I played this, and I'm pretty sure I beat it in one day, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Wait.
Well, I mean, yeah, we should know. We have a good number of episodes, and I'm pretty sure I didn't even get halfway through it.
yeah.
Also because I suck at it, but
I mean, you're
I was
like,
not good at
I
it.
can't see shit right now. I don't,
I can't do it.
there we go.
I don't know, some games, I'm like, I'm fine with this. Other games, like Infamous,
I'm warning you,
uh,
kid. Back off.
I don't know why there's certain games I'm just like, yeah, I just can't
Going anywhere
do this for some reason very well.
till you fix this.
Because, like, Witcher and Dark
I don't know
Souls
what happened,
are
but you better be ready
similar-ish,
to
and I do
disappear.
fine with those.
Why? You're a conduit
Right.
now, kid. A bioterrorist. Welcome to the world
I
of
don't know,
rough
something
your
about
life.
Infamous is just,
That's what I
You're
I couldn't
taking
really, I couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is the thing too. Is while it does try to be like you're still getting a handle on things, so we're gonna slow things down. It's also like it's kind of like that teacher that's like there are no dumb questions and then gets annoyed when you ask a question,
Yeah,
Not going anywhere until you fix
even
this.
if it is a
This
good
ain't
one.
it's
something that
very
can be
unforgiving
fixed.
very quickly.
Yeah.
At least show me how to control it. Ain't got
Which is, like,
time.
fine for most
Hear you
games.
beast coming.
But when
She
you
knows
don't
I'm on
really,
the plan.
like, when I couldn't, for whatever reason, get a hang of it, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, this is going well.
Yeah. Well, and it especially sucks for Infamous
This
because
fire's only gonna
like
last
it
2-3
it's a
minutes
great
diversion
story,
time. I gotta get
Oh, yeah,
there.
the story was wonderful.
Ain't
but
going
you
back
would
to
never
first
know if you
day.
can't progress.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
whoever's coming is coming for you,
And
man, not
sometimes
me.
it's
Been seen, son.
too hard to
Folks here
even
know about you.
tolerate.
She's got a way of making people talk.
Yeah, just like the little things where they throw you through like
Hell no.
30 enemies
No
at
way, I'm
you,
gonna die in a fish
Oh, yeah.
battery.
it's like a main storyline and you just can't get through it because it's just like the controls are a little, just a tiny bit too jank to deal with like that many enemies at once.
Yeah. Well, and like that's the thing about this one is it will throw a lot of enemies at you at once. Like
So very disappointed.
pretty soon here.
Yeah.
We got him,
But they're
right?
also, for the most part, pretty damn easy.
Good job,
Yeah.
everybody. Especially you
And at
guys.
this point, the controls are much tighter.
Henry Daughtry.
Sure.
Was a bioterrorist.
Well, not only that, but like
Convicts.
just the enemies themselves are easier
Word used
and
by traitors who sympathize
Yeah.
with the cause. You're not
watch. I say this,
Took it down a notch.
but
Are you?
cut to me 5 minutes from now being like, this is fucking bullshit.
Darren, we can't cut this as a stream.
Yeah, I know.
It's been my experience. There are only two
But I'm just
reasons
saying, like,
people to
in
be
5
nervous.
minutes, I'm probably
I know
gonna.
it's been a while since you
When
streamed.
they're cowards.
I'm just saying, in like 5 minutes, it's probably. Probably gonna go back on that and be like, this is so fucking hard.
I know, but I'm just getting you crap.
You were in there with that bioterrorist.
I have nothing better to do.
Did he share anything with you?
Sure.
Did he say anything to you? Share any of his ramblings about?
I had a dream about
Me.
skateboarding.
Oh.
No,
I had a
we
dream that I
didn't
had
share
bought
anything.
that board that I'm thinking about,
Mm-hmm.
and then
That's good.
I just now heard you say me. I didn't hear you say that at first.
We are engaged in a life and death war with these
Yeah, and then-
bioterrorists, and it's my job to do
I was boarding with.
whatever it takes.
It was me. I was boarding with Jake, and then some other random kid, who I have no idea who it was. Just like a dream character, as you know, those people.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because
That like don't actually exist. You're just like dream character, and I'm like, all right, cool. But we were all boarding, and then we got like
okay,
a giant ramp
okay.
that we had like put together that even went like, went up and then went upside down at one point.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I was just
Yeah.
skating on this ramp and just like
Sometimes you have to fight fire.
skating
with
up it, going up and down, and
You're
flipping
not-
back
you're
and
not
landing on my
coward,
board,
which
being
means
fine.
there's
I was like,
something
what the
that you're
frick is
not
happening? Like, I've never ridden
What are you
like
doing?
anything besides longboarding in my life. Like, I couldn't do that. I would die.
Right.
But we were just like riding around and just like doing stuff. I was like, I mean, this would be awesome, but like, I can't actually do this that much.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It was just weird because I just ran like had a dream about all that one night, and I was like, who's this kid that we're running with? And I think like,
I'm told that hurts.
I think me and the random dream kid had like actual skateboards, and Jake still just had his longboard, so we were like doing stuff, and he was like, I can't do anything,
Really?
and we were like, we don't care.
Still nothing.
So I don't know, it was just super weird.
Well, unless you decide that you do have something to tell
Oh
me,
yeah.
I'll go check
Should
that
we?
nice old lady.
Should
But
we
you
be
should
good or
know,
bad?
Concrete is especially hard on brittle bones.
Oh,
And if she doesn't talk, I'll just move on to the next one.
I don't know. That's up to you, man.
Next, until I find
Whatever you're
someone
feeling. Are you
who
feeling
does.
good or are you feeling bad?
Is it
You did
something
good,
wanna tell
right?
me?
Oh, but I
Should
like the
move on to your
good
friend?
story.
Didn't do good.
Good has a good ending.
Well, no, that's normally how it goes.
I mean, good quality.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, we'll do good.
Uh,
If we somehow get you to finish Infamous 1 and then me get to Infamous 2, I'll do the bad.
Okay. Yeah, speaking of skateboarding, I had mentioned this a tiny bit, but I didn't really tell you about it.
I'm a con.
Wiped out a few days ago,
Right?
Oh?
I caught him a
and
second ago.
this was the first time that it was in the middle of
That
the
guy.
road,
Oh.
so, you know, spread about.
Well, first time on a skateboard that the wipeout was in the middle of the road. You could say that you wiped out when you were chasing Mead through,
Maybe you can give me a story.
Scrambler.
Yes, scramble light, yes. But skateboard-wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was riding to
Yeah.
catch up with my
well,
mom, who was walking because she had left, or because I had to get ready. And so I was riding on this road, and it didn't help that they had been doing a bunch of construction. So not only was it asphalt, there was probably a bunch of pebbles and crap.
Oh, yeah.
Construction. But I was riding, and I looked behind me, looked back, and for some reason, out of nowhere, just lost everything. Flew off the front of my board, tried to step a few times to catch myself. I was going too fast, too far over.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went down and I rolled a little bit as I was going. And, being on asphalt, I could feel it. I was like, yeah, I hit a few places, but I was fine. So I caught up with my mom. I was fine. We went and did our thing, and we were just standing there. So we went to a park for, like, a Pokemon thing or whatever.
Right.
She was... and so we were standing there, and I was fine through the entire thing, doing sharing and talking, and I had looked, and I had looked at my elbow because I could feel it there, and I was like, I probably got something. And I had, like, a little bit of a scrape on the side of my elbow, and I was like, oh, that's fine, it's not a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a bit of a scrape on my thumb that I could see. It's my thumb. My fingerless gloves that I was wearing got the brunt of it. I have giant holes in the palms now.
Oh, jeez.
They're just cloth. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
even that being cloth, it stopped it from scraping my hands like that. So I was like,
That's
okay,
true. That's a good trade-off.
Yeah, I was like, I'd rather the gloves than my hands because that would suck so much. But I could feel something on like my hip,
Mm-hmm.
where I wasn't sure if I'd actually scraped it up or if it was just like I hit it and I'm wearing jeans and there's like rivets and everything.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure until I got home and I hopped in the shower to like wash things off, and so I like took my jeans off and whatever, and I found I had a nice little scrape on the side of my hip.
So did Augustine do this to you?
That was just, like so, not like open, like it was bleeding. It wasn't bleeding or anything, but it was nice and raw, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
At the time, it seemed like all the
But
kids were getting their legs.
yeah, it was super weird because like I was saying, I was fine throughout the entire thing we were doing, and we were sitting there all and talking to some people. And then all of a sudden, between being outside, and it was a bit chilly that day, so like being outside, being in the cold, my elbow being open in the cold, like the wind hitting it and kind of getting to me, and then the adrenaline from everything happening just wore off. The knock just hit me like a truck.
I'm one of them now.
And it was awful. Because all of us nausea was just there, and I felt like crap. I got sick a little bit in that park, so I was like, I can't. I just need to like let crap out.
Yeah.
To the point where like I got a ride home from my mom's friend that we had met there, and my mom was still walking home, but like I got a ride. So it's like, yeah, I just need to get home and get in the shower, sit down.
Right.
But I was like, man, that's the worst wipeout I've ever been, even with like nausea and stuff.
Yeah, that sucks.
Because like it wasn't really scraped up that bad. Like I was fine. I rinsed things off, and it was raw for a couple of days, but like I was fine. I was moving just fine. Things were a little stiff, but it was whatever. Like I'd been scraped up worse before. But I think just like wiping out and getting scraped up worse the first time, really, it just like hit me. The nausea was just there, and I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got a nice little scrape on my hip and got a nice bloody looking, scabbed over now, but it's got like that red because it's only on my elbows. It kind of, gets hit a little bit more as far as like hitting things or just moving in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, fun times.
Fast healing seems to be a part of your new thing. Speaking of which, the craziness with the hands, is that gone yet?
I don't know, man. There's no smoking in the long house.
Hey.
And I wouldn't want to get in the way
Oh, I
of
love that joke.
Recovery? Hey, Delson, these people aren't getting any better.
There's no smoking.
Yeah. I had a very weird dream the other night.
Oh, yeah?
They do.
Pray tell.
So for whatever reason, the song Stacy's Mom has been stuck in my head for like the past week.
That was Augustine and her.
Even with me like listening to it, trying to get it out.
Yeah.
And I had a dream
Looks like you and me are going to Seattle.
that this kid,
Right, Martin Luther.
You think you're just gonna
that this
charm her and
kid
coming back here with you?
was
I
obsessed
know you took a bump to the head, but two didn't
with an
exactly
actual
hit it off
woman who
last
had a
time we
daughter
were
named
together.
Stacy.
Reggie?
I was a police detective in this dream.
And I gotta fix
Oh, I thought you were the kid.
No.
I for sure thought you were going to be the kid.
The kid?
No, the kid is Ricky.
No.
Which would make you Stacy.
You don't actually need Augustine.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
The reason
Okay, now you-
why it was important that in this dream I was a police detective
Sponge, remember? If I got
is
smoke,
because the kid was so obsessed with Stacy's mom,
What if smoke was just a fluke? Huh? Think about it. You'd have to go
he
through,
decided
1,000
he was going to
deaths
have
get
sex
to
with
it?
as many women as possible, whether or not it was consensual, I'm
truck?
unsure,
I don't have a truck.
and then kill the women.
That's my truck.
Okay.
So, like, we found the dude's house, which he wasn't there, and just a bunch of fucking dead bodies
I got this whole thing
wrapped
figured out,
up.
Okay, we hit the town.
Okay.
We load up at the all-you-can-leach conduit power buffet.
And what does this have to do with
Swing
Stacy's
by the
mom?
space needle,
Because
always wanted
he
to
was
see it,
obsessed
and
with
then we're back
Stacy's
home to
mom.
save some lives.
You do
Because
realize
he was
when we
having the
hit
sex
the
to
town,
perfect his
there's a fair chance the
sexual
town's gonna-
moves
Oh.
for
Okay.
Stacy's
Get back.
mom to woo her.
What does that even mean?
It means
'Cause, you know, she's got it going on.
What wing comes first?
Aren't exactly thrilled about the bioterrorists that are already there. You think they're gonna
Eh.
welcome you?
No, but I'm gonna be different, okay? I'm not
Hey,
there
he
doing
mowed her
anything. I'm
lawn
there to
for
save
her.
lives. I'm gonna be like
Oh, is that so?
healing the sick.
So what, you think they're gonna throw you a parade?
Was that in the dream?
Wake up.
No, but it's in the song.
Yeah, I know.
Look, don't worry.
Great. That's probably going to be stuck in my head again. It hasn't been stuck in my head for the past, like, 2 days, and it's probably going to
Why
be
did you
again.
do that to yourself?
Because it's a weird fucking dream, and I needed to get it out
Just
there.
because it's not normal doesn't mean
I
that it
needed to
means
tell
it's good,
somebody.
okay? Van Gogh wasn't normal. Gandhi wasn't normal.
Like, I told the guys here, but I needed to, like, get it out.
That's
Yeah.
pre-programmed bull.
And I needed to tell you specifically, especially.
Right.
Yeah, I feel.
Well,
Hey, don't yell at driver.
What?
Oh.
walking the rest of the way.
Walk. What? Where you going? Hey.
Yeah, in case you didn't catch on, the sheriff who was hunting me down, and whose face I spray painted over, is my brother's.
Yes.
Holy crap,
Yeah, I know
look
that.
at this.
Look, you know, if you're having second thoughts, I
Are
completely...
you kidding me? This is amazing.
And I'm assuming that's why they
This is
didn't
destruction.
interrogate him,
This
even though they
is
interrogated
self-defense,
everybody?
man. The roadblock was set up to attack them.
Yeah, because they're bioterrorists.
Just because he's the
Well,
sheriff?
it didn't stop them, and
Yeah,
it's
I
not going to
guess so.
stop this bad boy either.
Thank you. Jeez Louise.
Man, this is like a post-apocalyptic.
Very colorful.
This must be the mothership.
Ooh, you hear that vibration?
Well, vibration.
On my controller.
No, I don't.
Hey, are you okay?
Okay. I'm better than okay, man. I think
It's
I
gone
was a
now, but
trip.
that was going crazy.
I can imagine.
So one of the things, control-wise, about this game
Yep.
Yeah.
is you just
Oh, yeah.
shoot.
Shot.
Definitely new and improved.
Jelson, this is not improved, man.
You just
We're trying
shoot.
to
You
fix
don't
the
aim.
problems you already have, not add
Just
new
shoot.
ones.
What do you think? Augustine is just
All right.
sitting on her ass? I gotta power up if I'm gonna go toe to toe.
Because, like, with Infamous,
Queen.
Hey,
you
I'm
can
hoping to
just shoot.
avoid that. Listen,
But you
that
can
might
also
be the
aim.
way that we can get to Augustine.
Right.
What
But
other
in
way?
Second Son,
What other
I
way?
have a
I'm pretty sure there is no
Seattle,
aim.
right? Some in the police
Yeah.
force.
No,
If
no,
we
no,
can get
Interesting.
to
no,
help
no.
us-
This is not the point where Reggie swoops in and makes everything all right. This is not your problem.
Actually, can you
This
even
is
just
mine.
shoot in Infamous?
There, perfect. You want to go help
No.
somebody?
I was
I
about
don't
to say,
think
now that I'm,
so.
like, thinking about it, I don't think you can.
No.
Because you have to aim for
Oh, no,
any
no,
of
no,
your
no, no.
moves.
Go play Super Cop, okay? I'll
Right.
catch up with you in a minute.
All right, but don't go anywhere. And for God's sake, don't touch anything.
I'm gonna touch
Hey, damn.
Everything.
What?
Important question.
Yes.
Did you know that cron is a Linux daemon that checks every minute of tasks?
Maybe I just need to read.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, that could
Well, now you
definitely
do.
be good to go.
You say that, but that's assuming I haven't already forgotten.
I was gonna say, but you already don't know what I said, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you said while you were saying it.
Do you know what Linux is?
Yeah, we've talked about Linux.
Okay. What is it?
It's a coding thing.
Not really.
Isn't it like a server?
Dude, you will not believe what that beeping was.
There can be Linux servers, but Linux in general is not only a server.
Oh, I think we only talked about the server.
Yeah, because I was talking about my other class. No, Linux distributions is an operating system.
Hold on, this is gonna take forever. There's got to be a faster way.
So like Windows or Mac.
Okay.
And they have a bunch of different distros or distributions that'll be what are called kernels. So they're just the operating system, but with little different designs and stuff. Because it's the whole thing is being like
Can't hear you over the sound of my heroics.
open software, free software. And like open source, so you can people can go in and see the source code and like make their own versions of it and stuff if they know how. So it's a big like being open with everything and customization and all that kind of thing.
Ride this baby straight into Seattle.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, sorry to get tech in here for a bit.
Oh no, you're good.
For those wondering why I just got techies, because I'm taking notes for a Linux class that I'm taking.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Because I have notes due tomorrow, and it's 3 a.m.
Nelson, we got a problem. Some of the people on the bus, they saw you doing your super
I'm a
thing
great
and
student.
Clear the way. And
We're all great students here in COVID-19 quarantine.
bioterrorists
Aren't we?
especially popular.
One thing I love about
Want you to
this, though, is
outside
that,
the bus.
which is mostly because it's Sucker
So if you
Punch,
come on, they're gonna get off.
the ringtone for Delson's phone is the theme from Sly Cooper.
These people have never
Nice.
seen anything like you before, and they're scared, right? And I can't.
And somewhere around Seattle, we can see,
Give me a second. Look, just let me run them
what
across
was
the
it?
bridge. I'll come right back for you, all right? It'll take 5 minutes.
I think it's like Cooper Bank or something like that.
I can't let you.
And there's tags of the Sly Cooper logo.
Oh, nice.
And McGrath's or McGee's Electric Store,
Nice.
as in Cole McGrath.
Yeah.
Listen, just switch on the GPS tracking on your phone in case we get separated.
Oh, you
Dude,
mean
why
like
are you still
right
up?
now?
You're gonna respond to her, and she's gonna say the exact same thing to you.
No, it's we were talking a little bit earlier.
One thing I do want to say about the title of this stream, though,
Nelson, I got the
Yes.
workers across the DUP. Clearing the bridge.
I
Coming back
knew
for you,
exactly what I was gonna title it, like
What's going on?
either earlier
Hello?
this past week or even last week,
Okay.
because it's titled "The Boys Are Back."
You guys need any help?
Yes.
Because you and I are back, quote unquote, together.
It's one of those freaks. Okay.
Blah blah blah.
No.
We've gone through pretty much half of a video game without you. But also, The Boys Are Back is the name of a song in High School Musical 3.
Yes.
One of the episodes of Resident Evil 2
Hey, look, man, I just want to get through the tunnel.
is called Taking It Back to the Place Where It All Began.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
Because in that episode, I found my way back to the police station after a while, after getting out.
Yeah. And you decided to quote High School Musical.
Yes.
For some reason. Also, bro,
Yeah?
we really need to update this
Okay, I'll give up, okay?
default description.
Yeah.
New because every day at an inconsistent time. Okay, fine. Current series. Pokemon Sword.
Yeah.
Interfectorem. Infamous. More one-offs. For one, just Pokemon Sword. Oh no.
But then even Interfectorem, I can't even remember when that was.
Yeah, because Sword ended a while ago when we had half an episode and
Answer me!
just kind of fell out of it.
Yeah.
My God.
You know, technically you could upload that half an episode.
We could have, technically, but...
Yeah, I have no clue when we'll even be able to get back together for Infamous. Because even if I wanted to play it for the channel, I would need you because it's on PlayStation now.
Right, yeah, that's true.
And...
Your own capture.
Well, because, like, my laptop doesn't have an HDMI port either.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise I would.
Yeah.
Because I even thought about it, because...
You could...
What?
You could get an adapter, though.
But is there an HDMI to USB-C? And even if there is, I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that and plug in the mic.
Shoot. My gosh, so you just get on the laptop, Ben.
Well, because
what you gotta do.
MacBook Pro is the best suited for a college student.
No,
that's not going into CS.
Yeah. No, what you gotta do is get an HDMI to USB, like a USB splitter, then have one to the mic, and then one have a USB to USB-C and plug it into your mic.
Well, I have a USB to USB-C.
Exactly.
We bought that with the laptop because almost nothing besides Apple products made specifically for this thing.
See, so then you just need a splitter and another adapter.
What's this I hear about you and your brother?
And you can have a whole messed up...
Not a good time, Betty.
Wait, why would I need another adapter?
It's the USB to HDMI.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still including that one.
Oh, well, I just... Yeah. But yeah, just get a splitter for that USB, and then USB to USB-C, and... Or not, USB to HDMI. And plug them in. It'd be wonderful. It'd be about as complicated as our...
I was about to say that sounds...
Your setup, but...
I was about to say that sounds very complicated, but also so is our normal...
Yeah, but also...
for that.
Speaking of our setup at school, we want to play on TV. Might also need... Actually.
Might also need what?
Want to play off your laptop.
Well, yeah, I figured if I were to do all that, I could probably just play on my laptop, since it is just me.
That's good.
But yeah, because no, I'll probably just get like a screen recording thing.
Yeah.
And then just play it off of there. Jesus Christ. It's like I either get too into the conversation and start to lose my focus on here, or I get too into here. Oh, Reggie's dead. Gone too soon.
Oh. That's Reggie. Hi, Reggie.
Yeah, no, Reggie's not dead. He's like, what the fuck was that? Bullshit is what it was.
Oh, that was symbiotes.
Thank you. It almost happened again, too.
Set up pitching army, huh?
Nelson!
Alright, come on.
Yeah, Reggie's like the Robin to my Batman. He can't die.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, his brother is Reggie.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Don't know what happened to all the people on the bus that we were supposed to save, though.
New symptoms?
Right? And of course, the only downside being that,
I'm pretty sure they're dead
nope.
now.
Can't think of anything. This is pretty freaking awesome.
Really? No downside? How about those heavily armed guys over there now want to hurt you?
You know what would be cool?
Downside?
Yeah.
Like a battle royale game,
Pass you through their security,
but as
because you're not a
conduits.
normal viral
I was gonna
terrorist.
say the infamous style. That would be kind of cool.
Like whether it's specifically infamous or just superpowers in general.
Yeah. I'm sure they have some with the superpowers in general.
We can sneak you through their checkpoints,
But
first,
like,
alright? It'll make
no
getting around the
guns,
city a lot easier.
just superpowers.
Superpowers.
Okay, fine. Fine.
What if their
Do it your way.
superpowers
More
guns?
subtle.
Listen,
What if their superpower is that they turn into a gun?
Hey, they used to call me Mr. Cool.
Like, I would accept if their superpower is like Magneto,
Worried about this?
and they manipulate a gun through that, but no holding it in your hand.
natural vile terrorists
Okay.
have. The government infused
So what
bombs
if they
enough to
turn
still do
into
some
a gun
serious
and
damage.
somebody else holds them?
You just officially ruined my Seattle vacation. How long
Well,
did you
then
say
they're
it was
just
up
holding
for?
a person,
1 week.
and it makes you wonder what part of his body is technically the
Oh,
trigger.
they've kept busy?
That's up to you, man. It's up to the imagination.
Once we're through, I'll check with a
You can
couple
really
of my
tell,
contacts
too,
and
that
try
this
and get
is
access to
one
police
of the
databases.
first
In the meantime,
games
you
for the
just
PS4,
lay low. Might spook 'em.
because they
Vile terrorists.
utilize the
Okay,
touchpad
boss, man.
much more than most games do nowadays for the PS4.
Oh, yeah, because they're like, oh, PS4, we have this now, let's use it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a registered firearm.
Which
Yeah.
also makes me interested in seeing,
Hey, so let me
like,
ride
with
bus,
the
won't let me meet his friends?
the haptic feedback and tension triggers that we were
triggers
talking
with
about with the
PS5,
PS5 controllers.
How much
Seeing,
games are going to use those and then fall
Yeah.
out of it?
because I'm sure they will at first. Like, if Last of Us 2 just says fuck it and is out for the PS5, I'm sure I'll definitely feel that with drawing a bow back.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I feel like that'll be something that they'll keep around. It'll keep up.
Well, yeah, but people said that about the touchpad, too.
I mean, yeah, but something like tension triggers, people love that kind of crap so much. Like, using a touchpad, it's whatever.
Best 2 out of 3.
Like, having that in the game feeling and that tension to kind
Yeah.
of
Like, I'm sure it'll definitely be used more,
Stay behind cover!
Don't tell me
at
how
the
to
very
fight.
least.
to keep that immersion. People love that crap. So I don't know.
How does one duck behind cover?
It's a great question that you should probably know.
Because circle just turns me into smoke.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Does it not happen automatically?
Nope. Because that's what I thought after I remembered that circle was turning me into smoke,
Yeah.
and then I got shot at,
I see him!
Nice.
and was told that I was taking too much damage. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Ouchie, ouchie. Wow, wow.
Running on fumes here.
Ooh, hello. I don't know how smoke brings you back from almost dying, but it did.
But, no, it does. It does that.
That's what it did, and you should be thankful. Like, seriously, wouldn't raising somebody up with smoke like that, at most, make them inhale more smoke and be suffocating more?
It's fine.
Like,
Smoke is good for you.
smoke is not good for you. Don't
It's
smoke.
good. Don't smoke.
No smoking in the longhouse. Like, electricity makes a whole lot more sense. Because, like,
Yeah.
there's actually machines that use electricity to,
Yeah,
like,
for
especially
heart
with cardiac
problems,
arrest
for
and stuff.
Death problems.
Yeah. Now, I still don't understand how Cole was able to, like, read somebody's memory and see a electrical echo of someone.
Oh yeah, not at all.
when I've got something.
See, I try to be unbiased in things.
Time out. Smoke break. No, wait. I come in
Because, like,
peace.
I love these games. But there's a lot wrong with them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Return to your homes immediately.
There's a lot wrong with the game,
Yeah.
honestly. There's very few games that I would look at and be like, perfect.
Right.
Because, I mean, making a game is hard. You're always going to find something that kind of gets janky or kind of goes wrong.
Yeah.
You know, someone doesn't like.
Hey, what the hell, man?
Well, because that's the
You're
big
supposed
thing,
to be
too,
protecting
is
them
just
from me.
simply you can't please everyone.
Yeah. Really big thing. But even as far as not pleasing, but just like mechanics and stuff, you know, something always goes a little janky. Like, code never works for. Trust me on that.
Oh, yeah.
Nelson, got access to the Seattle Police database. Turns out, the UP has
I
eyes and ears
need
everywhere.
Well,
smoke.
gouge out their eyes and slice off their ears.
All right, I've got you on my
Aaron,
GPS.
what did we just say?
Not far from one of their mobile.
No, I need Felicity
You
smoke.
can shut that down. It'll limit their ability to track
Wish.
Mobile command center. Got it. So, what exactly does one of those look like?
I said I
It should
need
be
her,
a
not that I
large,
have her.
heavily armored mobile unit with side ports and major communications gear on top.
Alright, I think I see it.
Whoop.
Badass RV with lights and metal crap on top.
Okay, great.
Bullets.
There should be vent panels along the sides. If you blow out enough of those, the core should overheat and be exposed.
What the fuck
Okay,
were we
blow out
talking
the
about?
panels, got it.
Oh,
Man, that feels good.
there's a game. I think we played it a little bit for the channel. It might have even been Infamous. But where I was just like, this game's great, it's one of my favorites, blah blah blah. Here's everything that's wrong with it though. And then as we were
Oh,
playing, I was even just like, oh yeah, that's something else I don't like. And I feel like there's an entire episode of me basically just shitting on the game while also saying it's great.
Yeah, it might have been Infamous. You might be right about that. But I mean, that's what love is.
Yeah. Seeing the flaws. And liking them for who they are on the
But
inside.
playing it anyways.
Yikes. I don't think we should be using the word playing when talking about love.
Okay, I'm talking about games here, not people. Uh-oh, damn.
Ah, too much damage.
Time to return or buy your rental book. Return before the due date to avoid charges.
Yeah, I don't think I rented any books.
Oh, yes, you did.
Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't, because I don't... I looked through them, and I don't remember seeing a rental sticker on them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say gladly, but I will look through them again if need be. Because
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to pay any fees. And, you know, if I need to make a 2.5 hour trip, that should be known. Beforehand, instead of just being like, oh shit, hey dad.
Yeah.
Can we go to Ball State, please?
Go to Ball State?
Well, go to Muncie.
Why is that?
Well...
No, we can mail them back.
Yeah, that's true. But still, rather than being like, I need mail stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with me not having a vehicle. So I would
They
still
gave
be
us a
like, hey
free
dad.
Shipping label, bro.
What?
They gave us a free shipping label.
Yeah, that's true, but I still need something to ship it in.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, if I am at my dad's and find that out, I probably don't even need to go anywhere for that. Because of Cindy. Ouch. Andrew, I need you back. I'm dying without you.
You did?
What?
You need me back?
Yeah. I need you back.
Where?
You were completely silent for like 10 seconds.
Oh, sorry. I was looking into the free shipping label.
Like, I wasn't sure if that was you or if the call was just cutting out.
No, I just went silent for a bit. Just kind of cut out of life.
I see.
It happened.
Fucker.
There?
Yeah.
Get my local smoking chimney right away.
It's maybe
What?
it's maybe TMI, but I really need a shower.
I probably do too. No, I showered yesterday. So, you know, after some sleep I'll need a shower. Because I'll be all gross again.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
What?
Just your yeah, I know.
I know everything.
Did you just say you know everything?
Prove me wrong.
Shit, I'm trying to think of something that I know you don't know.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
What is Tony Stark's middle name? What?
I know it doesn't matter. That's what I know. So what is Tony Stark's middle name?
Edward.
Remember, locate the mobile command center.
Definitely heard that at some point.
It was on... Did you see Far From Home? We watched that, right?
Watch what?
Far From Home?
We didn't, but I've seen it, yeah.
Okay. Well, because it's on his tombstone when Mysterio's fucking with Peter's mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went to see it with my dad, actually, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Which is weird.
You talked to me about that.
Yeah. Because we were walking out and I was talking about how Tony was dead. And he's that skateboard dude or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh?
No, Dad. Stark, not Hawk.
I was like, yes, Tony Hawk is in the Marvel Universe.
Yes, Tony Hawk is Spider-Man's mentor.
Honestly?
So, I really need to stop saying that I love the Infamous series. Because every time I play it, I'm like, every 10 minutes, I'm just like, here's the thing.
Yeah. There's the T.
But here's the thing. Here's a thing. How about that?
Here's AC.
Fucking
No,
fuck
DT,
you.
just AT. Chill, bro. Just trying to make a joke.
Not you. Here's a thing. The blast shards in this game, you have to, like, actually put effort into draining them.
Interesting.
Whereas in the first two, you just touch them, and Cole's just like, yeah, they absorb into my body.
Yeah.
No big deal. Well, because that's actually the thing, too, about Infamous 2, is there's this new person who sees you just absorb it. And she's like, what the hell just happened? And Cole's just nonchalantly like, oh yeah, I kinda absorb them.
Yeah.
And she's just kinda like, oh, alright. And it's never spoken about again.
Yeah.
Which really is how players were too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's kind of like, okay.
Like, when you play that first Infamous, collect that first blast shard, and it just absorbs into them, you're just kind of like,
yeah.
Okay. I won't be questioning that.
But I mean, it's like that with a bunch of other things, you know, like so much in many, and especially these games, like, you have powers and crap, you know, there's so much suspension of disbelief in video games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's some tiny little thing.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Delcy, I just realized all the DUPs have
what's that comment say, bro?
Hey, all you have to do is drain one of them. We can go home.
That's something I can read, but Rage is here.
Then we can still go home.
What's up, Rage? How you doing?
We hope you're doing good. Oh, I have to go back to this guy.
What about you, big fella?
But yeah,
He
so...
just said, yo, what up, bees? In all caps.
That's exactly what I was hoping you were gonna say, he said, because that's how I've been opening most of my episodes lately.
Oh, is it now?
Man, I got dupes coming at me from every direction.
Pretty much.
Get the hell out of there.
Oh, maybe that's where you got it from. He said he just got out of work. How was work, Rage?
So Rage is an essential employee. An essential employee and an essential subscriber.
I hate to ask, but
oh heck yeah!
Any of your besties in blue know anything about these core relays?
Well, apparently they've got them set up.
But yeah, so basically this whole game, besides, you know, having superpowers in Seattle, is you accidentally drained this one guy's powers. He still has all of it. You have like an abridged version, basically.
Wow. My own brother.
And so because of that, untested theory pops up of, I can drain any conduit's powers. And the head of the DUP has concrete powers, and as you saw, used them on his family to interrogate them.
Right.
And so the main character, Delson, is like, I'm gonna drain her concrete powers, and I'm gonna take the concrete out of everybody. Not knowing if he can.
Yeah.
And so I just fought a big guy with concrete powers, and tried to drain him and couldn't. And so they're like, well, fuck.
That plan's out the window.
But then Delson's also like, well, we know that these guys are also getting just abridged versions of the main character, the main villain's powers.
Yeah.
So what if I have to drain it from her directly instead of just somebody that she gives it to? Again, not at all knowing if this is gonna work.
Yeah, so they're just hoping against hope right now.
Yeah. Because they're like, maybe it's just smoke you get, like it's a one-time thing.
Honestly.
Which, I do kind of love that too, the whole idea of draining powers, because it was kind of explored in Infamous 2.
Oh, really?
Because you're supposed to collect these things called blast shards, so that you can take on the beast that somebody from the first game warned you about.
Yeah.
And which I don't even know if you got to that.
I saw you get to it though.
Well, I just mean about getting warned about it.
Oh, I think I had just like heard about it in my playthrough.
But so, okay, at one point in Infamous 2, you use a blast shard to kind of exchange powers with somebody.
Interesting.
So it was like kind of explored.
Yeah.
But this is at a different level.
Right.
And different enough where it's still a new concept.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, Rage said work was tiresome. Understandable.
Yeah.
And he still has yet to play this game.
Like, it's short, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And like, that was one of the main reasons that I had such a problem with it being short, was I felt...
It's like you wanted more of it.
Yeah. Ironically, given the name of the bad guys and the jokes that Delson makes, I felt duped.
Okay.
D-U-P. And so Delson will just be like, hey, these dupes are up my ass.
Yeah.
And I think one of the missions even is like, dupe the dupes or something like that.
Yeah. Dupe the DVDs.
But yeah, now instead of blast cores, we're looking for core relays. Which is basically those things that I absorbed on the bridge that gave me like my little glide and
oh yeah,
stronger smoke.
Darren?
Yes?
Chrome jobs should be thoroughly tested before making them permanent.
Eh,
Don't this is a serious thing.
I don't know what you were 100% saying.
Just more Linux driven. We're learning about system automation.
Ah.
I should be listening to the audio in these PowerPoints as I'm talking, but I'm not. I wasn't doing it.
Well, I think
Because most of what he talks about is reading off a PowerPoint.
That's fair.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I think I'm just gonna take over this little thing and then call it.
Oh, really?
I mean, we've been streaming for quite a while now.
It has been over an hour. Holy crap.
Over an hour? I was not expecting.
Yeah. Hour and almost 9 minutes.
Alright.
That time went fast.
Right.
Missed you, buddy.
I missed you too, man. I would say we should do this more often, but also, like, it's tough to do late night streams sometimes.
Yeah.
And, like, we all know that we're gonna continue to, though.
Yeah.
When we can.
But I mean, even, since we're all home of it, can do some midday streams sometime.
That's true. Well, maybe.
Sometimes. Yeah, because we are all busy a lot, but...
Well, and not only that, but like... Me, for example, I either have one dog to worry about or 3.
Yeah, it's fair. See, I just go in the office.
Well, yeah, but you can't really zone out a dog through a closed door. Especially here. Something that's like really cute but also kind of annoying. The new thing that Zuzu has been doing.
Oh, joy.
Because I've been home.
Yeah.
Is... So my door to my bedroom does not latch all the way.
Right.
Or it doesn't, like, close all the way, rather.
Mm-hmm.
It'll look closed, and even sometimes it'll kind of close, but you can literally push it at any time of the day when it's quote-unquote closed, and it'll open right up. Sometimes it takes a bit of force, especially if you're a dog.
Yeah.
But the new thing that she's been doing is when my door is closed, she will come in and check up on me.
Aw, how sweet.
For those of you who don't know, Zuzu is my dog. She's a golden retriever. And so I'll just, like, be chilling or doing homework, or like today I was taking my tests, and I just hear my door, like, and in comes Zuzu.
Of course.
And she gets, like, so happy when she comes in, too. My dad will be either creating a lesson plan or being, doing, like, his online class with his kids.
Right.
And, later that day, he'll just... Because Zuzu, when she gets happy, she, like, taps her paws on the ground. Because she cannot contain her excitement for the life of her.
Right.
Like, her entire body wiggles and her paws just go on and off the floor. But so, Dad will be downstairs and I'm upstairs in my room and Zuzu comes in. And he's just like, "Did Zuzu come and check up on you?" And I was like, yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, I could hear her paws fucking through the...
On the floor.
Through the floor."
That's amazing.
I saw we have a new comment. What's it say? Or is it being weird and you can't read it?
No, I can. It just says cute doggo.
Ah, yes. Very cute doggo.
Very cute doggo.
I shall upload picture to Instagram.
One person can move around faster, lighter, quieter. Plus, it'll make them underestimate you. Not gonna know what happened.
Alright. I think we should probably go ahead and call it.
I call my dogs by their nicknames. Little Demons. What a nickname, Ridge.
That's
I
fair.
love it.
That's my nickname. Except singular.
Oh yeah? You're just Little Demon.
Yeah. Little Demon, Devil Spawn, you know.
Yeah, you know, common nicknames.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Devin Spawn.
Do you think we should call it?
Sure. Just keep running that railroad.
Yep. One thing too, not a bad thing at all, just something that's different, is this town has its electricity. So that's not one of the missions, which was one of the worst parts of the first Infamous.
But you can get pushed by it and not.
Apparently.
You just got hit by a train and we're just like, oh no!
Yeah.
And
like,
fun.
that reaction was, like, the exact same as if, like, somebody's older brother was shoving them and they were just like, "Stop it! Stop it!"
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, stop, no.
Right. No, don't touch me. Ooh. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Alright. But yeah, I should get some sleep.
Yeah, well, and you should also be a good student.
And I'll finish it tomorrow.
That's a good student.
Heck yeah! Rage said his dogs, they're troublemakers. Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
They're kind of like siblings. But you love them a little bit more.
Except you can't kill siblings.
I'm killing dogs either. The frick you doing, man?
See this, man. The DUP's
That's okay.
Dude, I need dinner, dude.
All the people are walking
Please stop talking.
over and nervous.
Panda.
That's how martial law works.
Oh.
What?
The city and the people by
I
pushing
was
those
like
down
over
first.
here. Well, now the train's in the way. I was over here, and so I just see Panda.
I need dinner, Panda. Josh is in here, but...
I know, but that was the first thing I thought of, because I saw Panda, and then I just heard it in Josh's voice.
Oh, Josh. Yeah, except he's not allowed to spend money.
Oh.
No, it's a gas station. It's not even... Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he's
Josh.
not allowed to spend money for the rest of the
The
year.
white sticky Ricky of Ball State.
Honestly, though?
Come at me. I dare you. Huh.
What happened?
Alright. Well, that was fun.
You just glitched into the control. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
What?
No.
So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Rage, and whoever else
Stopping to say hi.
came out. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. I fucking missed you.
Miss you too, bud. Text me more. Never text me.
Well, I haven't had things to complain about.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, even not even complaining, just in general. I want to talk to people more, but I'm like, nothing's happening.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too, is, like, with Megan, like, she keeps trying to text me more, and I'm just like...
There's just not enough. You can just be like, hey, what's up, how you been? And it's like, nothing new.
Right. It's like, you know, I'm
Which
still
is
locked up
sucky,
in my room.
Truth. Yeah, it's just the truth at this point. It's just like, I want to talk to you too, but what?
Well, and like, it also, I don't want to say it annoys me, because I get it, but it kind of does, where her only response will just be like, I'm glad. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I know that you want to keep this conversation going, but you have given me nothing to add.
Nothing to run with, yeah.
Like, I can't do anything with that.
I text her, and that's why I can't text her all that much, just because that's just how it always is, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
And then I feel bad, because before I know it, it's like 1 in the morning, and I hadn't spoken to her since like 4.
Right, yeah.
Which it's even worse now, because newsflash for all you blarples, we broke up.
Yeah.
And so, like, I want to be able to text her more at the very least, because, you know, I know that would help her through it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I have absolutely nothing to say.
Nothing to talk about, which just sucks. But,
like, I have nothing to say, you have given me nothing to react to.
Yeah.
Well, because even when she is at work and things are happening, it's the same shit that she would say when we were together.
Right, yeah.
Which, like, I get. Nothing really changes all that much at work.
Yeah. But, yeah. Even, it just sucks that, like, even conversations nowadays, because just like, what do you talk about?
Yeah.
I'm the same with Rach every once in a while. It's like, you know, we'll have, like, we'll text every day, of course, and we'll talk all the time, but every once in a while it's just like, I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah. Well, because, like, that's the thing, too, is I texted Bree.
Yeah.
Like last week or 2 weeks ago or something like that on Snapchat, and we Snapchatted for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Which, like, that's great.
At that
Nothing
point,
wrong
you're
with
like,
that. Well, not only that, but she was the only friend of mine that I talked to since moving back, because I've had nothing to say to anybody else, because nothing new has happened besides me being back.
Yeah.
And then I texted Connor on his birthday.
Yeah.
Which I kind of feel bad about, but I also know he wouldn't give a shit even if he did know, which he doesn't. But I did an episode of Days Gone to try and get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And literally, I think it was a short, like, half-hour long episode.
Right.
And I think it was literally 10 minutes I was just talking my mouth off about Connor. Because it was on his birthday that I was doing it.
Yeah.
And talking about how we've been best friends for 15 fucking years.
And then you realized you hadn't texted him happy birthday.
No, I texted him that before all that happened.
Oh, okay.
I made sure to get that out.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I got emotional.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fucking kindergarten was 15 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
And that's when we met, and we have been inseparable since.
Right.
And just went on this, because I don't think I even stopped those 10 minutes talking about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the other day, our parents were like, okay, things are calming down and stuff, you can hang out. And it was the first boys' night that they and I have had since this all started.
Right.
And I brought that up, and Connor was like, oh.
Well, that hit the spot.
You know you could have texted me, right?
Yeah.
Like, other than that. And I was like, yeah, I know, I just don't really have anything to say, because nothing's been going on.
Right.
Unless you want to hear about, you know, how my classes are going, which is not good.
Like, oh God.
Well, because, like, my teachers are hardly even... Okay, like, half of my teachers are hardly even, like, updating anything online.
Right. Yeah, it's been super hard.
Like, even putting assignments up and stuff.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, assignments, and you're like, what?
Yeah. Exactly. And that's, like, as if finance wasn't... Well, actually, finance got easier. Because when all this started... So before all this started, my finance teacher would have us teach ourselves the lesson before he taught it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the assignment would be due the day before the lesson was taught.
Yeah, which is just super good.
Yeah. But once this all started, the finance teacher said, fuck it, here's all of the slides, and all of the quizzes are now open, so you can take them whenever, and all the assignments are open, so you can do that whenever. If you want to get ahead, you could. Hypothetically, if you really wanted to, you could be done with this class in a weekend. Even the final is open.
Nice.
So it became actually easier.
Yeah.
Just basically, you know, had to remember that there were still deadlines, even though they were all open. But other than that, all my other classes are just super hard to keep track of, because there's nowhere physically that I'm going.
Right.
And
you don't have structure.
And being in the same place all day, every day, you don't know what day it is.
Yeah, you just don't think about things.
And so you're like, okay, this thing is due Friday, and it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anyways, we were gonna end this, like...
Apparently Delson has Heelys.
Has Heelys?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love it.
Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Sorry for talking your ear off more.
Yeah. But like, this is the beauty of late night streams, is that we don't really give a fuck and start talking about more real shit than if it were recorded in the middle of the day.
We really do. Anyways, see y'all sometime.
Oh, that was a disappointment.
Probably not me as much until I find something / someone to record with.
I mean, you don't have to record with someone.
I know, but we'll see if I have enough commentary to work something.
Well, that's the thing too, is I won't even be like, do I have enough to talk about? I'll just be like, do I have enough time and interest right now?
Yeah.
Cause...
Well, it's not the type of interest for me right now. It's also just like, I don't really have a space to do it in the middle of the day because, like, my family's here.
Yeah.
I don't have a TV in my room or anything.
And even if you did, that's also Megan's room.
Yeah, so, like, if she's home, then I'm not even alone there. So, like, you know, I could record off on my laptop, which I may end up doing, is what I probably have.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that.
But, yeah. You might get something from me soon. We'll see.
Well, we're all very excited. I'm sure they're tired of hearing me being alone by now.
Yeah, I'm tired of you complaining about being alone.
Tired of my half-assed lazy edits. And even lazier commentary.
Ah, it's fine.
Like, seriously, did you see the Last of Us?
No, I haven't.
It starts off... And I mean, I could have just not put it in, but I had to put it in. It starts off with me just making weird noises in the main menu.
I mean, honestly, move.
And so I was just like...
Doing that a lot lately.
So I was just like, can you tell I'm getting bored from the quarantine? Because I was like making weird noises and then laughing about the noises.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, Andrew?
What?
We did it again.
Oh yeah, I know, I was just about to say.
Okay.
But I'm actually on bed now, so it's almost really in.
Yeah.
Peace.
See ya.
Bye!
Thank you everybody for tuning in. Always remember your future's unwritten, so make it a good one. And I'll definitely see you next time. Andrew, we see you at some point. In your dreams. Good night. But I guess it's been so long since I've done a stream, I almost forgot how to stop it.